In this video, we're going to work with Dexter on some static stretches. So stay tuned. As always, before you do any kind of exercise or physical therapy sessions with your dog, please speak to his veterinarian to make sure everything's okay and you're doing the right things for your dog. The other thing is, anytime your dog seems uncomfortable, whether it seems physical or stressful for your dog, stop. Back off. Go ahead and back off. Talk to your dog's vet. See what's going on. Make sure you're doing things properly. If it seems behavioral, like he's stressed that you're touching him, then I will put a link below in the description about how to slowly get your dog comfortable about being touched, handled, and manipulated in a positive way. So static stretches are when we're going to take our dog's limbs and actually stretch them a little bit. So instead of staying within that soft, pliable range of motion, we're going to go a little further. So a little bit of a stretch. Again, start slow. Don't push it. It's not a marathon. You always want to take your dog's health into consideration. This is another exercise that Dexter's vet has us doing for his neurological condition. His neurological condition affects how he moves and his mobility, so we're working on stretching him out, helping him become more limber and more aware. So we're going to start with the back. So he's in this down position on his side, and we're not going to use food for Dexter because that tends to get him a little more excited and a little more rowdy. If your dog does better with food, go ahead and bring out the treats. You can also work with another person to help feed your dog along the way. It's always important to start these stretches after he's had exercise. So after his muscles have already been warmed up. So after maybe his physical therapy exercises you're doing in the house, or after some other physical activity he's had. So we're going to pick up his back leg. I'm going to keep him at his natural level right now, and I'm going to take his leg and move back. And I'm just holding it underneath here, trying to keep it straight. And just a little tension, teeny, teeny, tiny tension. And then I'm going to hold it there for a second or two. And then I'm going to bring it to the front. And then bring it to the neutral position and then just lift up. Oh, he's got some stretch there. And just a second or two. So once I feel that tension, that's where I'm just going to push a teeny, teeny bit and then hold for that second or two. I'm going to go to the front. And go in the middle and then lift up. And then I'm going to take his leg and I'm going to bend his toes in into a tight little ball there and hold for a couple seconds. And then I'm going to have him stretch out. And again, I'm not forcing anything. And you can see by his expression, he's comfortable and happy about all this, so he's obviously not in pain. I'm not doing anything that's uncomfortable for him. And then I'm going to go to the front. I tend to do about 5 reps of each of those and then move on. So I'm going to go to his front leg and I'm going to come back here. A second or two. And then up front. A second or two. And then in the middle. And then in the back. And I'm keeping this at the level here. And go to the front. He moved his foot back to this other position and I let him do it. So when I'm stretching him out, I'm not holding him so tight that he can't move away. So he moved his leg away, so I let him do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and lift up. There's a little snort. Back down. Okay. Take those front feet, bend those ankles, bring those shoulder blades in. It's hard to see on Dexter because he's so fuzzy. And then we can go right out to a stretch again. And then bring him back in. And again, I would work at doing 5 for each one. And then afterwards, I'm going to have him go on his other side, and we're going to do the same thing with his other side. And if your dog's comfortable, you can also do these things while they're standing up. With Dexter and his balance, we tend to do it on the floor, although doing it standing up is also going to work that core as well. So you can rotate back and forth. So we're going to see if we can show you the arm up. And then back. Can you see that over his ears? And then forward. And then back. And you see he's more unstable when he's standing up. Ready? He's a good boy. Good boy. So I have my hand just kind of underneath his knee. Good boy. And slightly lifting up. And then we're going to come up. And then come in close to his chest. Okay, good boy. If you and your dog enjoyed our static stretches, please hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to dive deeper into your dog's behavior, training, and care, check out my Patreon page. The link is below. Until next time, remember to pause and enjoy life. And we'll see you in the next video.
Let me tell you a story about the baddest dog there ever was. Sneaking food from the fridge, tearing up the garbage. He's a goofy old Dexter the dog. He's a bad Dexter the dog. The baddest pup that there ever was. Seat stealing all day long, howling like a junkyard dog.